So it's been a really long time since I've made a video. A lot of things have happened and a lot of reasons as to why. Reason number one is I'm not doing business anymore. Unfortunately, I gave that up, which I really regret doing. The harsh reality is I just wasn't making enough money to support myself. So that put me into like a really big depression spiral, anxiousness, and just, overall not a good headspace. So I'd love to get back to doing it again. Obviously it has to be viable economically. I have to make enough money to support myself and my loan for my house and whatnot. So I want to get back into it slowly. So I currently have a job. I'm gonna basically work as much as I possibly can just to make as much money as I can. So the challenge, well, it's not really a challenge, it's more of just to get back on my feet, is I got flyers made up. I basically want to do a flyer drop of one of my local areas to do lawn mowing. So try to get some recurring revenue coming in, just to give myself a boost in income as well as build a business again. Because I was on, obviously I was doing business before and I was slowly building and then I lost all the motivation for it, unfortunately. So everything I worked towards came to nothing. So now I want to try again doing it. So yeah, I'm gonna run those flyers out to a local area of mine. I'm gonna target all new builds, so where it's smaller lawns, more probably route density. Try to get as many jobs as I can, like in the same sort of streets. That way I'm not traveling too far. And if it's small lawns, I can complete them quicker, and just overall I can do it a lot quicker and more efficiently. If it's a smaller yard, as spending hours on a bigger yard, I'd rather do quantity over, big ones. Especially if I charge from 80 bucks, which is pretty low. I feel like I should charge more, but I'm just trying to get started, and obviously not every lawn's gonna be 80 bucks. That's just where they're gonna start. So yeah, I've got currently 200. Whether or not I actually go walk out 200, we'll see what happens. It is a Saturday, the 4th of April, so we're pretty much out of the season of summer. It's a cold and rainy day today in April. So lawn mowing is year round here in Australia. It's obviously summer, it's just the grass grows so quickly. So I didn't time it well as to when to do this, but now is better than never, I suppose. So yeah, I'm gonna take you along on walking out those pamphlets, and hopefully I can stay consistent in uploading, because I really actually do love YouTube. I've always wanted to do YouTube as a job, but I've just haven't found myself in it yet. So yeah, I'm gonna start going to the suburb and where I want to work, and I'll start handing out flyers and dropping them in letterboxes, and I guess we'll have to track the progress and film when I start getting jobs, and hopefully it's an exciting time for me doing this for myself again, because I really hurt myself when I stopped doing this, because I feel like I just gave up on a dream that I've always wanted, because that moment was hard, which it was, but you always regret the things you don't take a chance to do. So anyway, all right, let's get started. All right, so we just pulled up at the first location. It's pretty dense here, all the housing, so I haven't done a drive around to see if the lawns are actually pretty bad here. So I'm just gonna start off. I'm just gonna grab a stack and start walking, see how we go. So any feel like people aren't maintaining, I'll put them in. So stuff like this. So I'm trying to aim for route density. See, this is what I meant, how they're all small, so I can get done quick. This I don't even want to look at. Can't make that look good. Don't want to mow cooch, but I don't want to do with that letterbox. So far we've handed out about 6. So I've got a whole stack here ready to go. So I'm only really going to be targeting houses that are bad and looks like they don't maintain it. Because people who maintain, they're not going to want to pay for a service. At least that's my theory. So I just walked up there, then came back down there, this one. Now we're going to walk around the road and make our way to the next street. So I'll just go up one side, then go down the other, instead of zigzagging across the road. I think might be a bit quicker for me. So yeah, we've handed out fair few. I'm also going to try avoid corner lots because they're just going to take too long and just be a bit difficult. I'm trying to maximize the amount of profit you can make in the shortest amount of time. So yeah. See, I'm mainly targeting houses that need the lawn done. Otherwise, a lot of people will take care of it themselves. So I'm kind of relying on the people who don't have time and whatnot. So, starting to run out. Got a really small pile left. It is quite hard to keep track of where you've been. Might have to use the apps. So yeah, I'm starting to run out of the pamphlets, so that means I've done at least almost 100. Next time I do, I'm going to need to fire up the Nike Run Club app just so I can keep track of what houses I've done. Alright, so I've walked the first stack out. It's pretty hot actually. For like a miserable looking day, surprisingly it's pretty hot. So I think I walked for almost an hour. So we got one more stack left. I'm going to look on the map and see if I can find another area like that where everything's close and dense. And as you can see, a lot of people need the mowing. Whether or not they're willing to pay for it, that's always the question. So I'd love to know the conversion rate. So if I just handed out 100, and even if 7 people, and they stay loyal, it's nearly $700, something like that. So it'll be good if I can get everyone close together and everyone stays loyal, and if it gets a weekly or a fortnightly. I think if I could get like 100 customers loyal, I think you're more than set, to be honest. So imagine if that was fortnightly, that'd be a fair chunk of change. So I'm going to find another area and I'll get back to you. Alright, so I'm going to call it a day here. We handed out over 100, so I'm going to test out to see how that goes. I'll keep you guys updated. Alright, appreciate you guys watching the video. Hopefully we can get some business out of this. See how we go. I might even do some around in my own house as well. Alright, catch you guys later. I'll keep you updated.